Hey, so today I want to quickly overview 5 things you need to know about your FSA in 2023. So one of the biggest financial challenges people have today is actually paying for the cost of healthcare. Not just the premiums, but the cost of actually using the plan, like going to the doctor, deductibles, co-insurance, prescription drugs, all that stuff. These costs, they tend to rise faster than inflation. So having some type of money set aside to cover these out-of-pocket costs is critical for most employees. A flexible spending account at its core is a tool that allows an individual to set aside money to pay these out-of-pocket expenses with pre-tax dollars. For this year, 2023, the FSA limit has increased to $3,050 for an individual and $5,000 for a family. This is money that employees can set aside to pay for out-of-pocket healthcare costs with pre-tax money. So here's 5 things to be aware of when considering putting money into an FSA. Number 1, over-the-counter medicine. So the CARES Act, which was passed a year ago, it expanded the FSA limits and it allowed you to use your FSA to buy things like flu, cold, cough medicine, antacids, heartburn medication, and all sorts of skin creams and sleep aids. Most FSAs have smart cards, like a debit card. So if you go to Rite Aid and you buy toilet paper and cough medicine, it's gonna know which one can be deducted from your FSA and pay for it on that card. Number 2, long-term care expenses. Did you know that you can use your FSA funds to pay premiums for long-term care and even Medicare premiums up to certain limits? Number 3, use it or lose it. Traditionally, FSA plans went from January to December 31st, and you had that calendar year to use the funds you elected for the plan. Now plans have evolved, and you can roll over unused funds, but not every plan allows you to roll over the unused funds. So be sure you know the rules that your employer has set up. Typically, employees are given 2.5 months after the plan year to use any excess funds, but some employers will even let you roll it over and use it all the way through the next year. So make sure you know the rules of the plan. Number 4, double dipping. Is it allowed and what's the rule? Double dipping to me sounds like you're asking if you put the half-bitten carrot back into the ranch, but this one's a little bit different. This double dipping refers to HSAs and FSAs. So you cannot have a full HSA and full FSA, because you could extract the funds out of both accounts to pay for one expense, which is double dipping. They have a tool called a limited FSA for employees who also have HSAs, and this allows them to get the benefit of both without double dipping. Number 5, ignorance can be costly. Take the time to truly understand how valuable an FSA can be. If you have access to one and you're not using it, you're literally wasting your own money. Every person has expenses that are not covered by health insurance every year. So if you have access to an FSA, it's a no-brainer. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're happy to help.